I'm fascinated by the process. The draft process just goes on, it feels like, forever. Your last game was so long ago that it doesn't seem to me that people who are considering drafting you even remember watching it. I wonder, when you hear all of this speculation, is he dropping? Are people not all of a sudden not interested in him? They're picking apart every perceived flaw that you have. How does that make you feel? What is that like?
I wouldn't know. I don't pay attention to it. So the biggest thing for me is to control what I can control, go on these visits and do the best that I can. And every team that I talk to, nothing comes up about me dropping or something about my stock falling. And every team that they love me, love what I bring to the table, what I can do for a team. And that's all I focus on.
I want to know who you model your game after. Your mind, the way you operate the line of scrimmage, the way you go about progressions. Who in the NFL do you model your game after?
Well, of course, Peyton Manning's one of them. Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Biggest thing I always do is study the game and what I can do as far as preparing for each game. So I do a lot of film study. I do a lot of preparing as far as scheme-wise, whoever I'm playing. A lot of different stuff goes into every game, and Coach Day did a great job helping me with that this year.
Yeah, you mentioned Ryan Day, and I think some people are familiar with him and know his ties to the NFL and how sought after he was as a coach even before he took over at Ohio State. But tell us specifically what he did to help your game even further than what you just mentioned.
He's a professional head coach. He coached in the NFL with the Eagles, coached in the NFL with Chip Kelly with the 49ers, and the background is very tremendous, and he does a great job with what he does. And the biggest thing for me going into this offseason was knowing my protections and knowing how to protect myself, and with how I pick up IDs, blitzes, and sights, and things of that nature. So every day we would watch hour and a half, 2 hours of film, and it was grueling. But in order to do what I needed to do to score 50 touchdowns, that's what I had to do. And he was there for me throughout the whole process.
One more quickly here before we go over there, Nick, and talking to the producer now, and that is, we mentioned Ryan Day, who was not only a head coach at one time before and is the head coach now, but was also your head coach for 3 games this season because Urban Meyer was suspended. And that, I have to believe, is a time when the leaders on the football team had to step up and lead. As the quarterback, how did you do that? It
was tough not having coach. We didn't have a coach during camp either. So for about 7 weeks of the football season, we didn't have our head coach. And for us, the biggest thing was forging together as a team, and it started with me, started with the older guys, and being able to know that we can rely on each other in tough moments. And we had a tough game versus TCU when Coach Day was his last head coaching game of the season, and that game was just really a staple point for our season, knowing that we can come back from adversity. And I was the main guy trying to voice to the team that we have a lot of ball ahead of us, and we can keep getting better, and we have a lot of stuff to work on, but we have a lot of potential.
Okay, we are going to walk over there, and as we do, because Dan's going to go through a couple of plays with you here on our telestrator, and you will tell us what you're thinking. We do have to have a word about your performance against Northwestern, okay? Because
he's still salty.
I'm a proud Northwestern alum, and what you did to us in the Big Ten championship game was just unimaginable. And you told me as we were talking before, you could sort of turn around and face the camera here. Yeah. You told us as we were talking before that you found that game to be a lot of fun. I want it stated for the record, I personally was not having fun.
I had fun. 499 yards, 5 touchdowns is a pretty good game for me.
Yes, just rub it in. Keep rubbing it in.
Don't go. All right, Orlovsky, show a play and not from that game.
Yeah, just this is from the Rose Bowl, where another good performance. I want to watch this corner up here, okay? So look at this corner. He's got vision, Dwayne, and he actually gets closer to the line of scrimmage. But watch, and then Dwayne, I want you to walk us through this. Watch Haskins right here with these pump fakes. Why the pump fakes? Tell me.
So that kid right there, Murphy, is a pretty good cornerback. He's going to be probably first-round cornerback choice. So in film, all week we watch it. Actually, we have both seasons, so about 2-3 weeks of film. We see how he gets in coverage and how he can look at the quarterback's eyes. So on this play, I want to hit this corner route in the honey hole. So I'm saving my space with this pump fake to hold the corner, get the flat route because he likes to jump on routes, and being
There's
able
that film study again.
Yeah, so he jumps on routes a lot. So I'm holding the corner with the pump fake just to get him to settle his feet. If he sinks back, I'm not going to throw the corner out. So
run that tape again, because I want to show that. So here's that corner that you studied. Yeah. You're going to get him vision on you, like you said. He's going to go closer to the line of scrimmage. That happens because of the pump fake that you talk about, this pump fake. And then as we get to the back end of this play, watch the ball placement, because this corner has the chance to either go up or go back. And if you don't do that pump fake, look how close Murphy still gets there. I mean, he's right upon contact.
Right.
If that pump fake doesn't happen, that ball is not completed, right?
Exactly.
Good deal.